Thanks for tuning into the BoshNRoll channel. Liking the video and subscribing to the channel are free and easy for you, and they help me out a lot. If you want to go further with your support, Patreon and YouTube membership offer access to the BoshNRoll Discord community, early access to lists, written content, things like that. You can have me play your deck on the channel, and the highest tiers come with individual coaching sessions. If you use YouTube membership, you also get sweet badges and emotes integrated here into YouTube. You can support the channel while you shop at tcgplayer.com by using my affiliate link in the video description, and you can play any deck anytime by using a cardhoarder.com loan account on Magic Online. If you want to wear your support, check out the merch store. And of course, thanks for being here. Now let's go play some Magic. Welcome to another BoshNRoll Legacy video. Today, at the request of subscriber Team Scrubby Bubbles, I have another crazy deck. I've gotten multiple submissions over the last couple years from Team Scrubby Bubbles and their various members. They're all wild combo decks, and this one is no different. This is Eruth Tormented Prophet Storm. What Eruth does is 1 blue-red for a 2/4 legendary creature. If you would draw a card, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Instead, you may play those cards this turn. So she doubles all of your draws, but you don't get to keep them. They're gone forever, use it or lose it, but it's an insanely powerful effect if you can cast the spells right now, which Storm decks are pretty good at doing. Got a bunch of 0 mana cards that are easy to cast off of Eruth. Got 9 of those in the main deck. Got Dark Ritual, and a bunch of ways to abuse this. There is Breakthrough, draw 4 cards, then choose X cards in your hand and discard the rest. This is a weird card, usually built to enable graveyard decks, but Eruth, this is exile 8 cards and then discard your hand. Like, whatever, they're in exile, you're not worried about it. Goblin Lore, draw 4, discard 3 at random, normally just like a really shitty looting that also enable graveyard decks, but here it's exile 8 cards, then discard 3 at random. You get to keep all 8. Manamorphose, well-known combo bullshit enabler. Fixes your mana, builds Storm, draws a card. Basically, this is like the closest thing to a totally free spell that exists in Magic. I mean, you have to pay mana, but like, as far as resources gained, this is pretty close to a free spell. And with Eruth, it's not just a cantrip, it's card advantage. Powerful stuff. And then with all of this going on, Burning Wish and Burning Wish can get Tendrils of Agony, which is over here in the sideboard. This is a Burning Wish deck, so we got a whole wish board. Fragmentize can kill Counterbalance or Chalice, or can't kill Chalice of the Void, lol. Can kill Stony Silence, or, you know, whatever is bugging you there. You can find the Breakthrough. You can pivot onto Doomsday. I will say now, here in the deck tech, every time I just see a random Doomsday in a Burning Wish board, I think it's mostly just like jank, unplayable, and probably should be something else. But I'm going to give this one the benefit of the doubt and see if it lines up. There's a Reanimate if you need your Eruth back, Duress for extra disruption, Meltdown to sweep up artifacts, Empty if you want to go wide. If you can't quite get a lethal storm off Tendrils, you can just make 12 goblins and hope it's good enough. This is a weird one. We're going to keep an eye on this. Wish is a sorcery. You can Burning Wish for regular Wish and then cast non-sorceries from your sideboard, which includes Xantid Swarm and Terminate. So there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana line to kill a Murktide Regent in the main deck, I guess. I'm not sold on this Wish in the sideboard. We'll see if that comes up. And then Pyroclasm to sweep up shitters, Goblin Lore alongside the Breakthrough for extra combo velocity. And then you have Xantid Swarms for the sideboard games, and Terminate to kill basically Collector Oof or Murktide Regent. The main win condition of the deck, we saw the Tendrils there, but there's also a Thassa's Oracle. And if you get moving on Eruth, like if you exile 8 cards, I think you should be able to exile the remaining 40 pretty reliably. There's not a lot of rituals in this deck, but there is a lot of fast mana in Lion's Eye Diamond, and Lion's Eye Diamond is just straight up Black Lotus when you're casting cards from exile anyway. You don't care about discarding your hand. That's pretty cool. And then there's this fun little engine of Unearth plus Snapcaster Mage to go with the Eruth. You can Snapcaster something or discard Snapcaster, Unearth Snapcaster, target Unearth, then Unearth Eruth, or just Unearth Snapcaster to break through again after you discard a Snapcaster, 2 Breakthrough. Like, there's a lot of overlapping things that I'm sure I don't even fully understand yet, just looking at the list. Changes I did make up front to the list. There were 2 Triomes in the deck. It was Zagoth and Ketria, I believe. And I just turned those into Underground Seas. Like, cycling, I imagine, is valuable once you start shredding through your deck and you have a bunch of mana and you just need more things to do. But I want to play to a point where I'm able to combo more than maximize once I'm already comboing. So just 2 untapped lands in the deck, untapped pain-free lands that cast my relevant spells in Brainstorm and Dark Ritual and Thoughtseize. There was also 1 Sylvan Library in the deck, which is fucking awesome with Eruth, because Sylvan Library tells you to pay for life or put back cards you've drawn this turn, and with Eruth, you don't draw any cards this turn, so Sylvan Library is just exile 6 cards every turn, and you don't have to pay any life to keep them. However, a 1-of Sylvan Library in a deck like this, like look at this mana base. It has Tarnished Citadel in it. This deck is here for a good time, not a long time, and having a 1-of Sylvan Library that doesn't impact the board or draw more cards when you're comboing, and there's only 1, so it's not even likely to be in your opening hand. Like, I just don't buy it that it's going to line up, especially alongside Eruth very often. And by cutting that, you just don't even have a green card in your main deck anymore. Then only Xantid Swarm is your green card in the 75, so you don't need those 2 green Triomes. I think that just cleans things up a bit. I added a main deck Duress in the Sylvan Library slot because I think that punching a hole and then shoving through it is what this deck is trying to do, and Duress helps punch that hole. Just extra disruption. A way to take this deck that I considered but didn't want to rebuild it completely is to build it more like the Epic Storm, where you use Veil of Summer or Orm's Chant / Silence, whatever, to just make sure that you get to go off unmolested on the turn you get to go off. But that requires a commitment to green or white. And we do have these 5-mana lands, but I don't think I want to be doing that anyway. Like, I think I would rather know what they're up to with a Duress and then just overwhelm with card advantage. But I think it would be a reasonable way to rebuild this deck if you just cut all the discard spells for Veils or Silences. Those are my thoughts on that. The cards on the watch list right now, just 0 games played just off of my impression of how Magic works. Doomsday is on my watch list, Wish is on my watch list, and Terminate's on my watch list. The rest of these cards all make sense for their various roles. And we'll just keep an eye on how often a silence effect would have been better than a discard spell. But that's the deck. Scrubby Bubbles, Eruth Storm. Let's get into it. I'm on the play with a hand that is ice fucking dead to Wasteland. No Eruth in sight. Brainstorm is pretty nice. I like being able to check with Duress up front. Just not sure what a keepable hand looks like with this deck. I'm going to think about this for a second. I am going to keep, for science, what is round 1 for, if not to check what a keepable hand looks like? I just got to hope they're not a Wasteland deck. Honestly, anything else I'm happy or willing to play through, but just getting wasted off my only mana source is, that sucks. Let's have a peek. City of Brass, Duress. They should know perfectly well that I'm a very fast combo deck right now. Oh no, that's a Wasteland. Maybe I can trick them into Zenithing on turn 1. Looks like we have some Turbo Depths action here. Probably green-white based on the cards I see, but I guess it could be green-black also. Maybe by taking Crop Rotation, I'm able to represent, like, maybe I care about that card, and they would just play Yavimaya and leave it up. This is a really tempting Wasteland, though. It's also a tempting Zenith. Okay, good. We faded the worst of it. Holding up Crop Rot is the strat. Come on, land. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm going to Brainstorm for a land here. City of Brass is annoying. I'm going to have to click through this. That's like an actual triggered ability. It's not like Mana Confluence where it's just attached. Okay, that was nice. Found the land. I can Thoughtseize the Zenith from their hand. Then I'm back down to 1 land for next turn. I can break through and float 3 mana in response, but that doesn't actually do anything. Right, I'm gonna put Snapcaster Manamorphose on top. Then I'm gonna Thoughtseize and just take another 1000 damage. And see if we get a crop rotation in response. Do they just let me strip the Zenith? Do I care about crop rotation? I don't actually think that I do. Oh, there's a plateau in the hand now. So this is not only green-white depths, there's red mana for some reason. I'm going to take the crop rotation. That's to get ahead of, in case they get inspired to Wasteland, crop rotate Wasteland. Really hope they just like Zenith this turn. Oh no, Mox Diamond's really good. Discarded Plateau. Zenith for 2, maybe? Please? But they probably Zenith for Reclaimer and then waste me. Fuck. Alright, we're in trouble. Yeah, they can get Elvish Reclaimer now. 1 card left in hand and it's Thespian Stage. I know I'm drawing Manamorphose. Does Breakthrough do anything here? It really doesn't. Oh, this sucks. If I pass the turn, they'll know that I'm just Ice Cold to Wasteland, but I guess I can't really bluff that anyway. I could break through this hand into the graveyard. It just really sucks that Breakthrough floating mana doesn't do anything. Like, there's not even an out there. God, that Mox Diamond fucked me up so good. They're holding up Bajuka Bog right now with the Reclaimer. Now they're going to have a choice of getting Dark Depths and just representing lethal next turn, or they could get Wasteland and try to slow this game down and Delver me out with their 3/4 creature. Shit. They're on the correct level. I'll float green. That'll teach you. Oh wait, shit. Whenever City of Brass becomes tapped, it deals 1 to you. I can't even float green for free? Oh no. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, what a fucking rip that is. I just took 1 damage for absolutely no reason. Okay. You got me good, Richard Garfield. Ooh, a Lotus Petal. Is that good? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in my hand. I can pass the turn. If I draw a land, I might be able to make something happen. They're gonna rotate. I got rid of the stage. Looking for what here? Dark Depths. Okay. Does that mean they drew another stage? It does. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, attacking. I don't think I like this attack here, because now if I use my graveyard, they can't spin into Bog. And taking 20 next turn, like from 14 versus 11, 20 is still lethal. Drew the land. What do I do? I can Manamorphose first, and then Breakthrough, and then see what happens. What colors do I Manamorphose into? God, this is so hard. I think one of them's got to be black. Manamorphose into black-red. Or no, I have Breakthrough in my hand. It's blue-black. Okay, green. And I take damage anyway, because City of Brass sucks ass. Manamorphose. Or blue-black. And a Confluence, not super helpful. Now I can break through for 1 and float mana in response. Okay, I'm going to break through for 1. What color do I need to float? I guess it's probably red. Let's see. Burning Wish. Unearth. There's only 2 Unearths and I'm discarding one of them. I think it's red, but black gets Wishclaw. I think I'm just not going off this turn, but I am going to float red in response. Here we go. Okay, they are generating Merit Lage in response. I guess that's in case I'm a Wasteland deck or some deck that can mess with this. Little do they know. I'm not. I can't do anything. Oh, wow. And they had the rotation into Bog. Okay, then the attack with Reclaimer was totally free. They could do everything they wanted, regardless of everything. Okay, my graveyard is gone now. Breakthrough. I did find the Burning Wish, which is what I wanted. It doesn't do anything. No, it does not. Okay. Yeah, that one, with 2 extra mana that game, maybe that, yeah, like, I kept that hand knowing it was soft to Wasteland, and I'm not only played against an opponent with Wasteland in their hand, but the ability to tutor up more of them. So, yeah. No surprises there. Okay, gotta respect Wasteland, and crop rotation I have the Unearthed, but I'm not really a graveyard deck. Not in like a super meaningful way, but maybe I need to respect it. Like, do I want the Duress? I'm not even convinced that I sideboard at all. Yeah, I'm just not going to sideboard. None of these cards matter. I could bring in a Duress over something else, but the cards I'm worried about are Crop Rotation exclusively and Wasteland for Crop Rotation for Wasteland. Like, I can't Duress a Wasteland, and Crop Rotation, not sure if that's the fight. Like, if I have a land in play already, they can just rotate in response. I will say, if there's a matchup where Doomsday is going to do work, it's probably this one. All right, 3 lands. We're off to the races. And Mana Confluence does work with Yavimaya, unlike Basidia Brass. I'm going to lead on Mana Confluence instead of Gemstone Mine. I have no way to gain life, and 1 life is the same as 20 against Merit Lage. I guess Tendrils can gain life, but if I'm Tendriling for less than lethal, we have different problems. And in case the game gets grindy, I don't want to start spending counters on Gemstone Mine already. Red Blast and Deafening Silence. Jesus Christ. This deck. I'm taking the Deafening Silence. That's bad news, Bears. There's Taiga, and Red Blast can kill Eruth because she is blue. She is both blue and a legend, which makes Red Blast and Caracas, both of which are heavily played cards in this format, a lot worse. I'm not going to feed their Red Blast. Not like this. They didn't spend mana that turn to leave up Red Blast instead. I'm just going to take the Time Walk. Now they can play their Elf and hold up Red Blast, which is fine, but I got a turn out of it, a turn of development. All I want in a deck like this is another turn of development. Unearth. That's a cool one. Okay, I'm going to Brainstorm. See if this is worth a Red Blast. Probably is. Like, that's... beating up on cantrips is like the point of cards like that in decks like this. So there's the Eruth, making it much better that they didn't do that. Can I mill Eruth? Is that a thing I can do? Nope. All right, I will put back the 2 Legend Girls and pass the turn, I guess. If I had an extra mana, I could cast it, let it get Red Blasted, and then unearth it in the same turn. But I don't think that's really the game we're playing here. And Pact of Negation doesn't do anything. I'm just going to Brainstorm in the end step again. See if I can trick them into Red Blasting. They didn't fall for it last time, though. Oh, Lotus Petal. That's a big deal. That means I can unearth, but no, I actually can't because of Jukabog. I could play Snapcaster. I bet that would draw out the Red Blast. Or the Bog. Either way is reasonable. Blue-white Snapcaster. They have to Red Blast this, or else I just duress the Red Blast. So we get it either way. Unless they spin into Bog, and then... yeah, I'm going after duress here. Okay, they spin up the Bog, which unlocks the Unearth for next turn. It also denies development of either Depth Combo or Wasteland, which is also highly motivating to me. Flagstones, okay. Another Reclaimer, you got it. Okay, I can play the Eruth. This one will certainly draw the ire of the Red Blast. There she is, the Tormented Prophet. Lotus Petal. Alright, no respect for Eruth, not yet. They can just kill her at will. I imagine there's got to be a Caracas in this deck, right? That would be disappointing if true. Thespian Stage, that's not Caracas. The Red Blast still unspent. Fascinating. Okay, this Yavimaya actually does interact with my Mana Confluences and let me cast Manamorphose for no pain, or I can keep a counter on my Gemstone Mine. It's actually helpful this game. And Eruth does interact with your draw step too. It's not like if you would draw any extra cards, it's not a Hull Breacher. It's like any card at all. So if I get to my draw step with this thing, it's immediate card advantage. They are incentivized to Red Blast before we get to that point, if they are on the level with it. Looks like I'm untapping. Draw step. Okay, Eruth has triggered at least once in this league. It happened. gonna play my Gemstone Mine. And then, is it time to Pact of Negation this Red Blast? Maybe. Okay. Manamorphose for green. Okay, colors are probably red-black or blue-red. Not sure if it matters. Okay, I can Thoughtseize now. Thoughtseize you first. See where this goes. And I'm definitely going to Pact of Negation the Red Blast. Or do I need to? I could Unearth. But if I have to Unearth, no, I'm going to Pact this. This is what we're here for. Pact is in the deck for this purpose. Let's use it. They have Knight and Library. All right. So they're empty, functionally empty over there. And then Snapcaster, play the Manamorphose. Hope they don't have a second Bojuka Bog. Okay, Manamorphose. Now the color I choose is really important. I think I need to make blue and red because that casts Goblin Lore and Breakthrough. Blue and red. I just hit a bunch of lands. Rip. I can cycle Unearth. There's still an out. I can hit fast mana and another, like Lotus Petal Breakthrough keeps it going. A Dark Ritual. All right, I'm dead to my own pact and dead to their thing. Whiffed on that one. Bummer. Eruth did do stuff though. Just hit a few too many lands. GG's. I'm on the play in round number 2. I have a turn 1 Wishclaw plus activate if I want it. I'm just going to keep this, make a land drop, and hold up Brainstorm. If I've learned anything from my Eternal Glory podcast co-host, Bryant Cook, it's that patience is extremely valuable in your combo decks. I always preach patience with my control decks, but there's sometimes this urge to just like, I'm a combo deck, I gotta cast spells. But the longer you can go, the more lands you can have in play, the more resources you have when you start to make your move, the better in a combo deck. Okay, we're playing against Madness. This is Sparta. There's no Vengevine in this graveyard. They could cycle Straight Wraith and cast Hollow 1 and crunch for 5, but let's hope that doesn't happen. They could also still just have Lion's Eye Diamond and shit their entire hand into play. Just hoping for a slower start here. It looks like I'm getting my wish, at least on turn 1. Just only taking 1 against Hollowvine on turn 1 is a pretty sweet deal. Okay, we're going to my turn. Mana Confluence. Okay, this game is not going to last long enough that I need to worry about the mine counters. Mine. So I'm going to play Wishclaw Talisman and invest in the future. If a Wooded Foothills, they can attack me for 3 now. Okay, they either found Lion's Eye Diamond off the top or needed the second mana in play to do anything with it. That's a much scarier version of events. If somehow 5 mana is the difference, then 3 mana, that means 2 Angrass Ravagers are coming my way. Oh, this could be fun. Let's fucking go. Oh, they did discard 2 Angie's Ravagers. I lost my Thassa's Oracle and my Dark Ritual, but I found Lotus Petal and Lore. Ugh, I am getting clapped by 2 Ravagers and a Vengevine this turn. All right. I have to win the game next turn. Wait, were there 3 Angie's Ravagers in their hand? My god. There were. Okay. You can only cast 2 of them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. They're gonna draw 3 twice here. And discard the cards in between, which would only matter if they are Root Wallas. Okay. Now it's time to win the game. A Hollow 1. That's okay. I was dead anyway. They wasted their Hollow 1. Okay, I can wish for Eru and put her into my hand, but that I don't have time for all that. Yeah, I think that is just a little bit too much power. We're gonna brainstorm and see if that helps. Manamorphose is not bad. Maybe it is bad. Maybe it's a rel. I could wish for Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal, Manamorphose. I feel like I'm just short in every direction here. I'm going to activate my Wishclaw because my hand certainly isn't getting it done without it. Let's just take a look here. Okay, Lion's Eye Diamond doesn't help. Dark Ritual. I mean, I guess I could break through for 1, but that doesn't help either. There's a lot of unhelpful things here. It's just too much pressure on me right now. I'm taking the Dark Ritual because this hand's going nowhere without it. I guess I can Manamorphose. Okay, Dark Ritual, Manamorphose, see what happens here. Make red, then make blue-red off of this. Oh, that's really good with Burning Wish. I could make a bunch of goblins. Storm is not where it needs to be. They're at 18, so I can make Storm 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If Brainstorm finds an extra card, because LED is good for 3 mana. My opponent just said, I'm scared, I have no idea what's happening. I assured them, me neither. Okay, Brainstorm could spike into a... If Brainstorm finds a 0, I might actually win this game, or a Ritual. Okay, Brainstorm, it's time. That is not a 0. I have already made my land drop for the turn, I think. Do I have my land drop? I'm going through the chat log right now to figure out if I made a land drop. Okay, turn 3, BoshNRoll. Cast Brainstorm. Draws 3 cards with Brainstorm. Activates Witchclaw Talisman. Lotus Petal, Dark Ritual. I have a land drop. Do I win? Did I just win? Okay, if I put back City of Brass and Goblin Lore. Wait, why does it... Does the chat log not... Oh, I played Mana Confluence. I don't have a land drop. I lied. It was all a deception. All right, yeah, if I had 1 more mana, a land drop, or a free spell, I would actually win here. I might have to 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm just one storm short of winning this game right now. I guess I'm just gonna have to make goblins and try to waste some time. None of these creatures have trample. Yeah, I might be able to sweep their board. Okay, Lion's Eye Diamond, Burning Wish, crack LED for red in response. Okay, then Burning Wish resolves. So I'm just going to empty my Warrens. Hope for the best here. 16 goblins. I really wish that was 18 damage instead. Okay, your turn. They have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They have 16 toughness on board. I can block and clear their entire squad right now. But they do have Witchclaw Talismans, so maybe not. I imagine they'll be able to rebuild or find the way through somehow here. They could at least follow up with another hollow one. I think the play is block to kill Angie's Ravager and then chump the other things. That would cost me 6, 7, 8, 9 goblins. Then I'd have 7 for next turn, which can chump for a few more turns. Oh, Putrid Imp can get flying. That's 2 damage that I can't stop. Bummer. Putting a blocker in front of Basking Rootwalla means that they're not going to be able to Wishclaw. Oh, no, they're drawing 6 cards. Yeah, they can still Wishclaw. Discarded a hollow one to their first Ravager. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1. That leaves me with 7 chumps moving forward. Okay, those are my blocks. If they Wishclaw, I get to make a final wish, which would be great because that would let me shuffle the top of my deck that I know I don't want. They buffed the Rootwalla to keep it. That was calculated. I could have put 3 in front of it to trade off with it, but I'd rather have the chumps, and that also cost them 2 mana. Lion's Eye Diamond, okay. This is the land, I believe. Oh, it's Goblin Lore. That cost me a land and a life, but it does clear the top of my deck. Okay. Red, blue, lore. All right, Wishclaw Talisman's in my hand. The flying on this Putrid Imp is actually a huge deal right now. That steady 2 damage plus my Mana Confluence is really cutting off the clock right now. We take Burning Inquiries. Oh, there's the 4th Angie's Ravager. Why not? They haven't seen an Eruth yet in all of the cards that I've milled and drawn. Oh, the poor little Rootwalla can't attack this turn. Sorry, not sorry. Block. 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm dead to Putrid Imp next turn anyway, but I don't think trading off with Vengevine is helpful. Because they could probably just replay it this turn. Or certainly next turn, if not this. But between Wishclaw Talisman and the Ravager trigger. This game brought to you by being 1 mana or 1 storm short. Yeah, Snoutcaster Mage isn't getting me out of this. Ah, what a tease. Yeah, they didn't see Eruth. They might bring in Leyline of the Void. Do I care? Does that change anything? I don't think that really changes anything. Once again, I am not reaching for my sideboard. You love to see it. Same deck, let's go. My hand has Stonebanger potential. I'm going to keep this. This has so much mana that Brainstorm can reasonably just pop off and win the game. Like, this could be a just like Brainstorm, float, red, 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 blue, blue, blue. Let's try it kind of hand. I'm going to wait as long as I can to make that play, but I think that is a pretty strong thing to be doing. And I'm not going to float them all out there yet because they might have brought in Force of Vigor also. I don't think this deck can turn one a Collector Oof. I don't even know if they play Collector Oof. The Burning Inquiry, Lotus Petal, land, and Snapcaster into my graveyard. That's okay. They discarded 2 Vengevines. That's bad. Please don't have a second hollow one. Okay, the Vengevines are going to have to wait a turn. That's a relief. I could Brainstorm now, which sets up Goblin Lore to get frisky next turn. No, I don't like that. Breakthrough. All right, I want to break through. I can break through for 1, keep the Brainstorm. No, that doesn't make any sense. That's not a good play. I'm going to play Gemstone Mine, and maybe I just regular Brainstorm right now. Weird. All right, I think I'm doing that. Okay, Unearth can target Snapcaster, and I want City on top. I could break through for 2 next turn, or I could storm out on Burning Wish. Okay, I'm going to put Burning Wish Manamorphose on top. I have no idea what's going on right now, by the way, in case that wasn't clear. I am all over the place. Hey, please don't have Collector Roof. Putrid Imp. Okay. There's currently 4 damage on the board. I'm expecting at least 8 more. I'm going to take 12 and then have to figure it out next turn. Oh no. That's so bad for me. I hit one of my LEDs, but found another one. My Unearth and my land are gone. That actually wasn't bad at all. And the Vengevines didn't come back. Weird. They also lost a Mindbreak Trap off of the Inquiry. I hope that holds. Oh, my girl. There she is. Oh, can I do anything with that? All right. I'm going to Manamorphose and hope to find a mana source. Okay, Manamorphose. I'm making blue-red. Blue-red. Yes. Here she is. Fuck yeah. Good luck with that Burning Inquiry. Now Burning Inquiry is exile 6 cards and then discard 3 at random. So Burning Inquiry is actually a beating. So I'm going to run out my LEDs, just make sure I have access to those next turn. And if they don't do anything mean to me right now, we might actually have a combo turn. All right, not blocking. We know there are 2 cards in... There are not 2 creatures in their hand. The Putrid Imp also decided not to attack, so they don't have anything they want to discard either to push damage. Gotta imagine that their hand has... Oh, okay. Has what now? Duress You. Let's find out what your hand has. Leyline Vengevine. Okay, they have nothing. This is my chance. I can break through. Yeah, I think breakthrough's better. Let's go. X is 0. Getting rid of this hand. All right, discard my hand, obviously. Let's look at our Bounty of Riches here. I do still have a land drop this turn. I don't think I need to save it. I'm just going to play the one that isn't going to hurt me. Brainstorm. I can cast that. I have no cards in my hand to put back, so this is just exile 6. And between... okay, I can Brainstorm again. All right, I'm going to spend blue off this land, or do I want to make black off the land? Am I going to need more blue or more black this game? Probably. I only need one black, and I might need more than that on blue. Okay, I'm going to make blue and discard my hand, LOL. Breakthrough. Give me 8 more. And the Oracle's in my hand. I can probably just deck myself from here and Oracle out. That's another breakthrough. That's exile 8 more cards. And Lotus Petal. Happy to see that. Snapcaster Breakthrough gets me down to 3 cards in hand. Do I need the Dark Rituals at this point? That's so much mana. Okay, I'm gonna cast my Dark Rituals. Okay, the rituals are out of the way now. That means I can Wish Claw, which should be able to get enough cards out of my deck to win the game. There is a Goblin Lore left in here, which I can't cast. There's a Manamorpho, so I can't cast any of this shit. I could grab Unearth Snapcaster. All right, I'm going to get Unearth. Then I'm going to Unearth a Snapcaster, snapping back, Breakthrough, which will get me 8 more cards. Oh my god, it's happening. Petal, Diamond, and Manamorphose. Make red, Manamorphose into blue. Exile my last 2 cards. Thassa's Oracle. And a screenshot for Twitter, and we did it. That was fucking sick. All right, we got one on the board. If the rest of this league falls apart, we at least did this. Right, Leyline confirmed. They do have Leyline in the deck. I actually think I'm going to shave a Goblin Lore and bring in a Breakthrough. Just the velocity of having Breakthrough in your deck to chain through, and then Goblin Lore is not really something I have time for in this matchup. Yeah, Fragmentize is still better as a wish target than in the deck, so I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, here it is. Do I want wish? I could shave a duress, but we saw Mindbreak Trap, so I can't shave duress. I do need to check their hand before I start doing stuff. Okay, let's do it. This hand is very slow, and it's on the draw. It has Unearth also. I'm gonna mulligan this. I'm much more interested in this hand. I'm going to keep and send Breakthrough. As good as Breakthrough is, I just feel like this resembles a Storm hand. So I want to try to do Storm stuff. Like, this hand could easily just be in, like, the Epic Storm. If you ignore the lands. They mull to 5. That's nice. I'll take that. Did they mull to 5 looking for an aggressive start, or did they mull to 5 looking for Mindbreak Trap? Because if they mulled looking for an aggressive start, oh no, my Eruth is dead. But that does turn on Unearth, and they looted away their own Mindbreak Trap. I'm going to Thoughtseize here, even though it hurts me more than Duress, because they do have creatures that are enablers. And I just want to make sure if there's a relevant card in their hand that I get rid of it. Okay, I'm not going to Thoughtseize a Rootwalla. I'll take the Inquiry and live in regret that I didn't cast Duress, but really it's fine. Now I need an Unearth. Or even Dark Ritual gets Reanimate from my sideboard. Wish Claw. I could Burning Wish now. Yeah. That's the strat. Okay. Red. Colorless. Accept my point from City. All right. I just wished for Reanimate. They were so kind as to Burning Inquiry and Eruth into my graveyard for me. Next turn, I can Reanimate, Brainstorm, see what happens. They have 1 mystery card in the hand right now. Yep, still 1 mystery card. I could even check with Duress if I'm worried about it. Am I worried about it? Eruth is a 2/4. She has a huge ass. Oh, wow. That's a good one. Okay. Dark Ritual. Duress for good measure. Angie's Ravager. Okay, you can keep that. Reanimate. Eruth. Play Gemstone Mine. And Wish Claw. I think I just pass here. All right, I have to pass here I'm going to use my 2/4 to hold the board, and then I'll murder next turn. I could have exiled 6 there off Brainstorm and just hope for the best. I'm already hellbent, but I think that next turn doing it with mana up is just going to be better. Draw step. Exile Dark Ritual Burning Wish. F yeah. I'm going to Brainstorm first. Let's get that going. That was my last card in hand. Shred 6 cards. There's a Breakthrough. Okay, take my damage from City. I guess I should cast Manamorphose, right? That's just like free money. Manamorphose for blue-red? Or is it blue-blue? I'll do blue-red. Exile 2 cards. I found a land drop. Breakthrough. Let's go. Exile 8 cards. There's a Petal. That's a relief. Glad to see that one. There's no Breakthrough here. I can Wishclaw for... I can make basically bazillions of mana. All right, I'm going to play my Underground Sea. Fire off these Dark Rituals. Let's get mana and Storm going. That lets me Wishclaw for... I'm going to get a Breakthrough, actually. Breakthrough, which I can cast off this Lotus Petal. Exile 8 more cards. Found 2 more petals. Life is good right now. Found another Breakthrough also. Breakthrough. There are 13 cards left in my deck. I found another Breakthrough and a Lion's Eye Diamond. Lion's Eye Diamond will get this game over with. Make blue, blue, blue. Breakthrough. And there's 2 more Lion's Eye Diamonds. I could Storm Kill or just literally whatever at this point. The Pact to Negation is here, so they're 1 card in hand, even if it is the... It just doesn't matter what it is. If you would draw a card, exile the top 2 cards from your library instead. Okay, so I don't draw cards, which means that Brainstorm doesn't deck me. I am safe from that. I could also just snap, 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 but I'm going to Burning Wish for Tendrils. Let's just do it that way. Tendrils of Agony. And get you with all 10 of my drills. Bang! That was so sick. We did it. GG's opponent. Thanks for being a good sport and letting me do this for the camera. This was awesome. Lessons learned between this round and last round is that when Eruth is in play, this deck is a complete monster compared to last round where Eruth was a 3-mana blue card, which getting it into play and keeping it there was a risky proposition. But in this matchup where they don't really have a lot of that type of interaction, we just stuck the girl and went off. That was great. We're a few rounds into the video. Thanks for sticking with me. Friendly reminder that if you're still here and having fun, smash that subscribe button. And if you want to play what I'm playing, you can use my affiliate link for TCG Player to support the channel while you shop for cards, and you can try any deck anytime with a cardhoarder.com loan account for Magic Online. All these links are in the video description below. Now back to the league. I'm on the play in round 3, and got this Heartbreaker, no actual mana in it. Chip it. Yikes. This has not improved. That's not true. Lotus Petal does improve the hand. It's still not good enough, but maybe the 5 will have. Okay, Land's End spells. We're keeping this. And I probably want Goblin Lore. Maybe Dark Ritual is too slow. Or I don't know what the language I'm trying to find here is. It's not too slow. That's the opposite of what Dark Ritual is. Maybe it's too fast. Literally the opposite of the first thing I said. Okay, I'm gonna just hit my land drops. I'm gonna bin the fast mana, put it in back in my deck where I can find it later. My opening hand, mulling to 5 like this, I don't get the luxury of Dark Ritual. Volcanic Island Ponder. Uh-oh. Lotus Petal's pretty cool. That can help me play around Daze. Do I want to play around Daze? Am I happy if Goblin Lore eats the Daze? Okay, I'm casting Goblin Lore into Daze. If they want to Daze that, I'll take the tempo. Of course it will. Very happy with that. Pitching Jace the Mind Sculptor. Okay, we're against a bigger deck. It's not Is it Delver? The Volk Ponder had me a little worried. Wishclaw. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Black. Colorless. Wishclaw. could have played around Spell Pierce by playing Lotus Petal. That's not a really common card right now. See if I end up punished. Well, Beast Storm. Okay, I'm gonna ship it. This does play into Prismatic Ending by passing the turn. Alright, you can't play Prismatic Ending. Okay, Narset, after Brainstorm in response, it's now or never. God, this fucking City of Brass trigger. That card is so poorly designed compared to Mystic Confluence. Okay, Goblin Lore is out of here. Can't use that one. Luckily, Eruth, once she is in play, I'm pretty sure the way this works is if I draw and cast Eruth, I can't activate her or trigger her additional times because I've already drawn a card, and then I can't draw more cards to replace. But if I start the turn with Eruth in play, I'm actually good to go. This is kind of awkward because I want to Wishclaw for Eruth and put her into play. I even have the Thoughtseize to clear the way to make that happen. But if they have any removal spell in their deck, they can wish for it. But then I get to wish for another Eruth. Okay, let's do this. Thoughtseize. Stoneforge Mystic, Teferi, Plow. Alright, they got a fistful of answers to Eruth, but no white mana right now. The Wishclaw lets them wish for white. This is tough. Yeah, Plow, Snap Plow, or Plow Teferi. Like they all end up with Eruth missing. Okay, I'm going to take Swords to Plowshares, I think. Then they have to spend 3 mana to snap it. Then, okay, I'm going to take Swords to Plowshares. And then activate Wishclaw, get Eruth, Lotus Petal, and Caster. Alright, there she is. Unfortunately, I just gave them the white mana to remove her. But I get my Wishclaw back. I can cast her again. And then again, and again. Relentlessly put this card into play until they answer it permanently. I got rid of the second Swords to Plowshares. Teferi's a temporary answer. Starting on Brainstorm, that makes sense, because if they activate Wishclaw, they get a shuffle. However, if they Wishclaw now for the white source, they can't cast Teferi or Snapcaster. That's actually a really important piece of mana that they did not take advantage of. Of course, if they just find a white source off the Brainstorm, they're much better off. But they may have just left the window open for me here a little bit. Using Narset to clear the Brainstorm cards on Prismatic Ending. Okay, I mean, I haven't seen the answer yet. Eruth costs 3, so ending... Yeah, ending Teferi and Snap Plow all costs 3, and if they activate Wishclaw, then they can't use any of those things, and I'm untapping with Eruth, and she ignores Narset. Wow. Please don't have another one to break my heart. Snapcaster. Just brainstorming again? Or pondering? Okay, we're just pondering. Alright, Eruth. Do your job. Let's just flip 2 breakthroughs off of this. Draw step. Okay, draw step, exile 2 cards. Snapcaster Mage. Alright, Snapcaster Goblin Lore looks pretty good. Actually gonna go to combat first and see if I can clear the Narset. They'll probably block. Yep. Easy block. Okay. Dark Ritual. Snapcaster. Gonna snap Goblin Lore. If they have a force or removal, this is bad, but alright, Goblin Lore. I haven't drawn any cards this turn, so Narset's condition is not met, which means I get to keep drawing cards. Red. Goblin Lore's on the stack. No force, no whammies. No force, no whammies. Oh, baby. We're in there. Okay. Lion's Eye Diamond. LFG. I have Breakthrough, Goblin Lore, and Snapcaster to do it again. And I still have my land drop. I think for real this time. Yeah, it's for real this time. Force of Negation. Oh, they did have a force. Did they just not understand how Eruth works? Yeah, they probably thought my Goblin Lore wasn't going to do anything. Okay, Force of Negation pitched the Teferi. Alright. I could Manamorphose in response. I guess I might as well, right? I'm doing that anyway. I might hit the Pact of Negation. Weirder things have happened. Manamorphose in response. I'm going to make blue-red. It did not hit the Pact of Negation, sure. LED is exiled. And then I get to Breakthrough again. Let's keep breaking. Oh my god. This is so disgusting. All right, Lotus Petal. And I think I want a Goblin Lore. Yeah, yeah, that's another 8 cards. For like Snap Brainstorm is 3 mana, Goblin Lore is just 2. All right, Lion's Eye Diamond, Lotus Petal. Should be able to win from here. Lotus Petal. There's a Dark Ritual. Okay, so I'm gonna Lion's Eye Diamond for red, which I'm gonna use to cast Manamorphose for blue-black. Blue-black. And that lets me Dark Ritual. And I still have my land drop, so I'm gonna play the Underground Sea at this point. And then I have 5 mana in the pool. 6, 7 mana. That's enough to Thoughtseize, Burning Wish, and Tendrils. Thoughtseize you. It's just a bunch of nothing. Thoughtseize and Burning Wish for Tendrils. Let's go. With the Tendrils, it's safe to say my opponent fucked around and found out by leaving Eruth in play. I can understand the control player urge to not want to give me my Wishclaw back. Yeah, I guess if you figure like they're hellbent, I have Narset in play, how bad could it get? If you don't understand the Narset interaction, that's a really big temptation to not bother with Eruth. But I think if they understood all the implications thereof, but I mean, it's a weird thing. I probably would not have given the thing back to prioritize Eruth either. Just like, okay, you have a 2/4 creature and you're hellbent, good fucking luck. Yeah, that's probably where I would have been with that myself. Okay, Xantid Swarm and Duress all come in for this matchup. That means I gotta make 4 cuts. Goblin Lore, even though it is part of the combo, is really bad against Narset when you're not comboing. And the card is just like medium minus anyway. It helps shred through the deck, obviously, but that's about all it does. I could try to become a more like traditional like Ad Nauseam Tendrils deck, just max out on discard, interaction, and try to Tendrils them. And maybe the Snapcasters are a little slow here. Though Snapcaster does pressure Narset in a way that nothing else in the deck really does. Though I don't... yeah, the temptation of having this little fair plan in the deck of like Thoughtseize you, Snap Thoughtseize you, Nickel and Dime you here and there. Maybe combo, maybe not. It's tempting, but I'm off it. I'm doing it this way. Yeah, just Ad Nauseam Tendrils time. We got a turn 1 Xantid Swarm, we keep these. It's a little awkward that my combo card is a creature. So normally the game with Xantid Swarm is they cut all their creature removal versus the combo deck, and then Xantid Swarm gets to just go off. But I go off with a creature, so Xantid Swarm, they probably have some or all of their plow still in the deck. Did not shuffle the library. Thoughtseize versus Xantid Swarm. That's kind of close. I could Thoughtseize Unearth myself on a future turn to get Eruth into play for 2 mana instead of 3. That fucking rules. Yeah, I'm gonna check with Xantid Swarm first. Old Swarm and Norman over here. But even if they do have the Swords to Plowshares, that's a plow that's not pointed at Swarm. This is the type of matchup, by the way, where Gemstone Mine is horrendous. I would love to take damage off Mana Confluence, even give me Tarnished Citadel, I don't care. But this game's probably going to go more than 3 turns, and tapping these and losing them eventually is really bad. It looks like I'm getting a turn. Xantid Swarm. Come on, Lotus Petal off the top. Ooh, Duress. Okay. I'm going to Swarm first. You're swarmed. And then I can... I'm going to Duress them. Got Hydroblast, Force of Will, Teferi, Pyroblast. Yeah, Teferi is the bad one here. And I could Thoughtseize the Eruth right now and then maximize my potential to go off next turn. Yeah, I'm a fucking psycho. Let's do this. Thoughtseize me. Target player reveals their hand. So they're going to see my whole plan laid out before them. And I just got to hope that their top card isn't Graveyard Hate. I Thoughtseize myself, discard Eruth, and bet. Let's go. They shuffled away their Ponder. They're off it. If they draw removal for Xanted Swarm, then and the Pyroblast the Eruth, then I'm in trouble. Don't do me like that. Oh, you can't even snap Ponder with this mana. Oh, that's really awkward. Okay, the gamble of the century. Let's see if it paid off. Attack with my Swarm. I'm gonna attack with my Swarm? Okay, well, there was a little pause before combat. All right. The Swarm trigger has resolved. Go to my main phase and float black, Dark Ritual, Unearth, and let's draw 8 cards. I lose the Burning Wish, but I think that's fine. I'll trade most cards for 8 cards. I still have a land drop. Lion's Eye Diamond. That lets me snap Breakthrough. I make blue, blue, blue. Then Snapcaster. Spend one of the black. Target Breakthrough. I probably should have brainstormed first. Just gives me more stuff to do. Okay, Breakthrough. Lion's Eye Diamond. Found another one. Is Burning Wish lethal yet? 1, 2, 5 mana, 6 mana. I'll have Burning Wish is 1 point short, but I have the Dark Ritual. Okay, yeah, Burning Wish is lethal now. I'm just going to take the clean kill here. I'm not going to get too fancy. I could probably deck myself and go for Oracle, but we have the win. Red, red, red. Burning Wish. That's 9 Storm. Yes, use the ability. Get Tendrils. That's 10 Storm. I can even work the Duress in there. And I have Pact of Negation back up. And the opponent sees the line. Wow, that was actually insane. I'm really impressed the way that these two games were just navigated. Like this deck, the Thoughtseize yourself on Earth to cheat on Eruth. I don't know if it's in the deck on purpose, but I've certainly used it. Awesome. On the play in round 4, I believe I'm going to keep this hand. It has mana and some stuff to do, which is among the most I can hope for from this deck. I'm just going to hold up Underground Sea and be patient. And as usual, hope they don't have Wasteland. A basic mountain. Oh, the audacity. Okay. Eidolon of the Great Revel is a big problem. Okay, I can Duress, or I can Brainstorm, try to find action to Duress with. Yeah, I'm going to Brainstorm. I would like to hit a land drop. Awkward, but also awesome. I wish this was Thoughtseize, as weird as that is. I'm going to put back... My hand doesn't actually draw more cards, even though the Eruth is right there. I'm going to put back Unearth and Eruth. Oh, if they dash Ragavan, I can't lose my Eruth. I just got to respect the fact that they're a red deck, at least a little bit. Okay, Oracle doesn't need to be in my hand. Put back Oracle and Unearth, and then Duress them. Hope that they do not reveal Eidolon here. Okay, no Eidolons. I'm going to take one of the Lightning Bolts. Oh, shit. It's over here. It's just blurred out. I'm going to take Lightning Bolt. And then the sideboard. I do have Pyroclasm that can kill Eidolon. Right, yeah. I'm just dumping my spells into play now before Eidolon comes down. Yeah, if that was Thoughtseize, I think I win this game. I might win it anyway, but it would have been easier that way. Oof. They have a Lightning Bolt also, which means I can't even rely on, like, Snap, Block, Brainstorm. Fragmentize kills Eidolon for 1 less mana. Okay, yeah, I guess that's the only real play I have. Blue-red, take 3 from that because of Mana Confluence. Yes, get Fragmentize. White, Fragmentize, take 2 more, I go to 11. I know they have 9 points of burn in their hand. Goblin Guide. My top card is not a land. It's Thassa's Oracle. My secret's revealed. Okay, I think I'm dead. They can bolt and step. I guess Rift Bolt isn't necessarily lethal. I can Snapcaster, Brainstorm in combat. They're probably going to Lightning Bolt me in the end step. Snap Brainstorm in combat could generate, or if I just cast Eruth right now, what happens there? I go to 8, they bolt me in the end step to 5, Lava Spike me to 2. Rift Bolt doesn't kill me, but any other card does. I don't really want them to see Eruth. Okay, I'm just going to pass the turn. This is a matchup where Gemstone Mine is much better. Obviously. It's life points. Okay, Snapcaster Mage. Target Brainstorm. Cast Brainstorm. I have to do all this in response to Goblin Guide if I want to get the land, which didn't happen anyway. Dark Ritual, Burning Wish, LED. Ooh. Interesting. Still not good, but interesting. I could just show them the Thassa's Oracle again. Okay, yeah. Look at the Thassa's Oracle again, why don't you? Block. Okay, they can definitely put me to 2. Let's see if they have another burn spell or if they're suspending Rift Bolt. Okay, I'm dead. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, alright. Dead Zos. I tapped Mana Confluence twice this game, and I'm at -1 right now. I would have been at 1 if that was any other land. Okay, Duress is still good. Going fast matters. I don't think my sideboard actually changes at all. Goblin Lore might be worse than Duress. Because Duress can hit Pyrostatic Pillar and also just map out what I need to play around. I do like Duress for the matchup, though I definitely would have won that last game if I had Thoughtseize instead of Duress as my discard spell. Okay, let's go. On the play, I have both Unearths and nothing to do with them. I have to mulligan this one. Okay, there's an Eruth. I think Snapcaster Mage is the worst card in this hand. Hate to say it, but yeah, you're out of here. Underground Sea. A pain-free land, and Gemstone Mine is also in my hand. Goblin Guide, here it comes. How about a land, or at least show me a relevant spell? Alright, found City of Brass. Fuck yeah. I'll take cards. I'm not greedy. Okay, I have enough lands now. I'm gonna start complaining. Gemstone Mine is pain-free. I can Burning Wish for Fragmentize right now and just get ahead of the... I guess Pyroclasm's better. I'm gonna Burning Wish for Pyroclasm. Dark Ritual is only 4 mana, yeah. There's no, like, mini empty plan or mini tendrils here. Yeah, I'm just gonna Burning Wish for Pyroclasm. Though, if they have Pyrostatic Pillar instead of Eidolon, it'll be a huge punish that I got Pyroclasm instead of Fragmentize. Alright, I'm gonna get Fragmentize. That checks either way. With Spear. Alright, should have got Pyroclasm. And Suspended Rift Bolt. Is what it is. Second Dark Ritual. Now I wish I just had Burning Wish in my hand. Life is funny that way. Okay, blue, red, colorless. Here is Eruth. They probably have the burn to just kill her. But that's 6 life I gain. They could also just kill me through her. Let's see where this Rift Bolt goes, how they want to play this. If it points at her, then they're going to bet on the creatures and soak some spells up into her giant ass. Or they could just go face and keep attacking. They are going face. There's the Eidolon. Okay. I'm going to block Goblin Guide. Yes, I will kill the thing that I can kill. What was just revealed? Burning Wish. Okay. Finishing off with a Lightning Bolt here. Or finishing Eruth off. Skewer. That was a really weird sequence. Like, why would you cast your Eidolon pre-combat if that was the plan? I don't understand. Wait, where'd my Burning Wish go? Oh, I looked at Exile instead of Revealed. It was Brainstorm on top. Okay. Taking damage I'm not excited about, but right, I go to 6. Right, I think going to 7 and losing a land is better than going to 6 and keeping 1 in the short term. Brainstorm. Ooh. Wait a hot second here. If I put back City of Brass Brainstorm, I can Dark Ritual, make red, make blue red. Oh shit. I think I'm a little short here. And I go to 5 either way. I put back Dark Ritual and City of Brass. And then play this land. Dark Ritual, Manamorphose. Yeah, I can't get the Eruth into play also. I can get Eruth into play, but I can't also Brainstorm. Bummer. Dark Ritual. And I go to 5 to do all this. And make blue-red. Summon Eruth again. And hope I'm somehow not dead. They have 3 cards in their hand and I'm at 5. By all rights, I should be dead here. Eidolon, yeah, I'm not beating that. Oh, Snapcaster Fragmentize puts me to exactly 0 because of my pain lands. Shit. Alright, I guess I'll Brainstorm. Go to 3. Hope for the best. I don't even know what I'm looking for here. Yeah, I am... Was I 1 life point short of going off here? No, I'm still just not even close to going off. Okay, yeah. Eidolon's a problem for this deck, and the Painland mana base obviously is going to line up really poorly against Burn at all the time. Okay, you did it. Next round. On the draw in the final round, playing for that positive record. I'm on the draw, and I have Thoughtseize and Manamorphose. I'm going to keep this. I get to see some cards before I do stuff. Oh god, are we getting Ragavand? I'm not prepared for that. Neither emotionally nor deck-wise. Preordain top bottom. Doomsday doesn't usually play Preordain. I imagine this is a Storm Mirror. Show me your secrets. Oh, it's Grixis Sneak Attack. Jesus. I'm going to take the Flusterstorm. Am I taking Flusterstorm? Do I care about that? I mean, yeah, it's going to be really good eventually. Okay, I will take the Flusterstorm. And if I draw a land next turn, I can get Eruth into play. And then we go bananas on the following turn. They're holding up Brainstorm instead of casting a Strix. Land maybe, please? Shit. And I can Manamorphose, still try to hit the land this turn. Yeah, I just think that getting Eruth into play early and often is the line. I'm gonna Manamorphose for blue-red and hope to hit a mana source. Blue-red. Easy money. Always had it. There she is. There's that Brainstorm. I wonder if this is a Daze deck. I hope not. I hope this thing just resolves, and then I get to untap and win the game. That's my goal. Fuck. They had Force of Will. Okay. That's bad for me. They are working their way up to the sneak attack. They did just cast Brainstorm, so I don't know that they have either of these cards left, but they're both cards that they are likely to still have. All right. Here is my Wishclaw Talisman. Go. Brainstorm in the end step. And Show and Tell's probably in this deck too, right? They wouldn't just play Sneak Attack. It's just like a Grixis Show and Tell deck. I think I saw Mad Vuk Ozymandias post a version of this. That deck did not include Daze. Okay. Yeah, they found the... Oh, they found the fast mana. I have no response to this. I'll just put in my Oracle and fix my draws a little. There's an Eruth on top, but no way to get to that. I don't want either of these cards. No, bottom. Put in Baleful Strix. Please put in Baleful Strix. Fuck. Right, Grizzlebrand. Oh, I'm not dead yet. They got to come up with Lotus Petal and Emrakul. Or Lotus Petal and Baleful Strix. Nope, they're at 1, not me. Right, Petal. I get it. Maybe they'll just hardcast Emrakul off of all these petals. Preordain. 4th Petal. And they top-bottomed the Preordain. Ponder shuffled. 2nd Ponder. I mean, the twisted joke here is that, like, even if they miss, they still probably win, because their hand's just going to be rolled up with counterspells. Alright, good. Archon of Cruelty. Yeah, that is enough. I'm dead. Alright. A much more solid combo deck with Force of Will on the other side of the table. Duress comes in. Reanimate's actually really funny. I could Thoughtseize a Grizzlebrand and reanimate it. I think Xantid Swarm comes in here. They have counterspells in their deck, so that seems like the right card. Goblin Lore is just, I think, the worst card. that I have, and I'm not in love with Snapcaster Mage. I mean, I do love Snapcaster Mage. The Thoughtseize Duress, Snap, Thougtseize sort of plan is much more interesting against the combo deck than it was against the control deck. I was boarding like I did last time I brought these 4 cards in, but I think this deserves slightly different consideration. I think Pact of Negation comes out because, like, I can't afford to Pact on their turn. I'll never have 5 mana in my entire life. And Xantid Swarm is coming in to do this job. I'm just upgrading my card. I could cut Oracle and use the Burning Wish for Oracle line if I need to Oracle. Because this card's pretty bad most of the time. Alright, yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay, Wish, this is your time to shine. Let's do it. I have the Swarm. I'm going to keep. This is a bad matchup for Gemstone Mine. I would rather have City of Brass here. I think this game is going to go a little longer than that. Okay, Swarmy. Opponent mulled to 5, so if they force this, that's going to be a Hymn to Turok. I'm not going to spend my Lotus Petal to Thoughtseize, not yet. Oh, they Thoughtseize me. They'd probably take Lion's Eye Diamond. That's what I would do. Unless they're building up their own combo, then they would take Thoughtseize. Honestly, I could see an argument for every card in this hand except Lotus Petal. Land? Unearth. Alright. Back first. I'm going to Brainstorm. Time to put this Gemstone Mine to work. Find a more reliable land, please. Okay, another Gemstone Mine has been discovered. Do I need 3 Burning Wishers in my hand? Probably not. Do I need any Unearths in my hand? Probably not. Okay, I'm going to put Burning Wish and Lotus Petal on top. And then I'm going to Thoughtseize them. Show and Tell, Emrakul, Ponder, Brainstorm. Interesting. I would take the cantrip if they had only had 1, but they have 2. I'm going to take Show and Tell. If that was Grizzlebrand, I would have taken it because then I could Burning Wish for Reanimate next turn, but Emrakul shuffles itself in. So that was actually a huge, just full random punish that was the monster in hand and not Grizzlebrand. I actually have the mana available to Burning Wish for Reanimate too. Okay, their hand is Brainstorm, Emrakul. That is all. Heads up information. Bring another Burning Wish. Fuck, these Gemstone Mines are bad right now. So bad. I think this one is going to end up in the trash can, this game, just based on how awkward this has played out. I guess I could wish for a Goblin Lore and then Lore next turn. Alright, red, colorless Burning Wish. Yes, get Goblin Lore. Just need this hand to change desperately. Brainstorm. Look at them with their functional cantrip fetch land mana base. What a world. I'm going to be annoyed forever that this was not Grizzlebrand in their hand. Just reanimating their own Grizzlebrand would have been so sick. They denied me that. They took it from me. They snatched it from my hands. And I have to go to like 0 functional permanents to cast this Goblin Lore. Ugh. Gemstone Mine. I hate this card so much. I think with the Grixis mana base that I built into the deck, I mean, I did cast Xantid Swarm off of this. They're exiling my Lion's Eye Diamonds. Alright, that makes the game harder to win, but not impossible. And they have 1 card left in their hand. And that shuffled away that Burning Wish that I didn't want on top of the deck. So we are drawing wild. Thank you, opponent. I needed that. And that, like, hyper proactive surgical extraction when Unearth is in my hand could prove to be good. But I guess I have Xantid Swarm, so no, that was fine. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, Xantid Swarm. Get swarmy. Alright, what I need to happen here is for Goblin Lore to draw a land, discard Eruth, and leave me with Unearth. I don't ask for much. Goblin Lore. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay, cast. And Unearth. One of my Eruths. This is not a land, but I do have Eruth in play right now. We are not dead. Oh no, they're cracking a fetch land. Don't you dare. Alright, sneak attack. 1 card in hand. Alright, this is it. Come on, Eruth. Oh no, Duress does not clear Emrakul. If this was fucking Thoughtseize. Again. Oh my god. Alright, so the main deck, there's no reason that this duress can't be a Thoughtseize. I thought I was trying to be cute, saving life with the mana base already being painful, but I mean, this is post-board. This could be the other one, but damn it. Oh, it's Archon. Oh, but no, that's not good. Yeah, I was about to be excited it wasn't Emrakul, and I was like, oh, I can just sacrifice the Xantid Swarm, but it comes into play with haste, so I also lose the Eruth. And I have to discard my hand. Boo, boo, boo. Oh, and they have Grafdigger's Cage. Good, good. I thought I almost had a chance. I'm glad you drew Grafdigger's Cage. Discard Xantid Swarm and Burning Wish, and then they attack. I take another... Wait, did you draw also another monster off of your one draw of Arc? Okay. Okay. All right, well, at least we lost in spectacular, stupid, ridiculous fashion. I would have been disappointed if it was actually that close. But we did get Eruth into play, and we did have a draw step to make it work. It just didn't. For what it's worth, I think that we win this game if we didn't draw 3 Gemstone Mines. Like, if I just had Underground Sea in play, or just some land that gets Manamorphose off the ground, that's 2 cards, and then, like, that's enough to get the velocity going. A 2 and 3 result with this deck. I'm going to rebuild it real quick, and then we'll talk about it. The first stop on my rebuild is to fix the mana base. I don't think we need the 5-color mana base, especially with the Sylvan Library out of the main deck. I think we can just adopt like Ad Nauseam Tendrils mana base, and we can support the green splash for Xantid Swarm. We have 2 lands and 7 ways to fetch them, plus the 4 Lotus Petals, plus Manamorphose can cast Xantid Swarm off of a red land, or a green land in the main deck can Manamorphose into relevant colors. But I think we can go deeper than this. I think that Dark Ritual is really awkward throughout the league. Like, black just isn't the color I'm frequently gated on. Like, blue and red are the colors that I want. I think that Dark Ritual will be better as Rite of Flame, and I think we can turn some number of these Wishclaw Talismans and Goblin Lores into Faithless Lootings, which leans into the Unearth strat to speedrun Eruth into play. And looting on the flashback when you're under Eruth is also free cards. Not free, they cost 3 mana, but like, it's when you have mana and need action, Faithless Looting is really good. I'm gonna keep building here. Let's go deeper. The next iteration. Dark Ritual's out, Rite of Flame is in. Red mana is much more important than black in this deck, even before I just changed the colors even more. Like, even in like the version that was originally sent to me, Dark Ritual I think is worse than Rite of Flame. Goblin Lores are out of the main deck. There's still one in the sideboard for when you want to bang for it, but it was pretty bad in the main deck. I boarded it out a lot, but Faithless Looting gives you more selection, more purposeful selection, and costing 1 instead of 2. Like, Faithless Looting, discard Eruth, Lotus Petal, Unearth. That's turn 1 Eruth. Rite of Flame, looting, discard Eruth, Unearth, loot again. Now you're going off on turn 1. Or even turn 1 looting, discard Eruth, Lotus, Unearth, LED, crack LED, flashback looting. You're off to the races. Like, I think this speeds up the deck a lot by taking the color considerations under control. Another thing that I think we can improve on is add the 4th Burning Wish, move Thassa's Oracle to the sideboard. This terminate, or I think Doomsday sucks. I told you as much in the beginning, and now that Dark Ritual's out of the deck, Doomsday is completely unplayable. Now the Burning Wish for Thassa's Oracle line exists, but you don't have this basically pointless Thassa's Oracle existing in your main deck coming up space. You have another Wish card, which we might need because I just cut the Wishclaw Talismans. Kind of had to make room for all the things that I wanted to do here. 4 seems like a lot of Snapcaster Mage now that I'm looking at it. Okay, 1 less Snapcaster, 1 more Unearth. Now we're just basically leaning into a Storm Reanimator build. Can this deck still function without Eruth? I think I just made the deck a lot better at getting Eruth into play, but did I make it completely non-functional when you don't have her? I don't think so. Like, I think this is still you still have storm lines. You can still tendrils. Pact of Negation, I think, should probably leave for another Manamorphose. Adding another one of those to the deck, that is one of the best cards with Eruth. 4 might be a lot of Unearth too. So up to 4 Manamorphose, back down to 3 Unearth, 4 Thoughtseize in the main. We're not fucking around with the rest. We can board in another one of those if we want it. This mana base also notably can now support Veil of Summer, which the old one couldn't do. Or at least didn't want to do, I guess. I think using some number of these sideboard slots, okay, there's already a Breakthrough in the sideboard. What do we need to wish for Goblin Lore and Breakthrough? Is Goblin Lore just off? Christmas is canceled for Goblin Lore. So Goblin Lore and Terminate could become 2 defense grids or 2 Veil of Summers. You could mess with the number of Xantid Swarm. You could actually just not make this not a green deck at all anymore. Cut the green lands, go straight Grixis, play 4 defense grids, backed up with your Thoughtseizes. Yeah, there's a lot of ways you could take this. I'm gonna stop iterating for now before this end of league deck tech ends up being an hour long, longer than the league itself. But I think these are already improvements. The reanimating Eruth thing was so much better than casting her the couple times that came up, and this rebuild is just a lot better at doing that. The red mana, I think, will be better than black mana when you're Rite of Flaming. Rite of Flame is also something you're pretty happy to loot away for value in the early turns, then you'll pay off later when you draw the other copy. LED plus looting is a combo, especially with Eruth in play. I think I like this a lot better than the version that I just played. And the mana base is you're not gonna be just like putting lands in the graveyard because you tapped them 3 times or dying because you took 4 from casting your spells. This is much cleaner. Fragmentize can't be in the deck anymore. There's no more white mana. That can pretty easily be Void Snare. Void Snare, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand that answers all the same permanents and more than Fragmentize does. Like this can also bounce Collector Oof or similar. And you have to play Void Snare over something like Chain of Vapor. A, because Chain of Vapor is an instant and Void Snare is a sorcery for Burning Wish. And B, because you can't cast Chain of Vapor in a deck that's trying to win with a permanent. Because your opponent will sack a land and bounce your important permanent. Void Snare, I think, checks the box there. If you want to keep tuning this, you don't need this Goblin Lore. I think Burning Wish for Breakthrough will do the work plenty of times. And now that we have Faithless Looting in the main as well, that could be something different, some other sort of tech. I think this landed in a much better place. I hope this was helpful. I believe that I've kept the combo intact. The spirit of the deck is still very much intact. I just fixed the infrastructure that was attached to it. Team Scrubby Bubbles, thank you for submitting this to me. If you have thoughts on how to keep fixing this list, keep optimizing this list, please post them in the comments. I would love to hear it. I'd love to see it there. Hopefully we can get a discussion going and find the way to maximize this. And I'm going to cut this off. I think this was the longest post-league deck tech I've ever done. And I hope it ended up in a good place as a result. Thank you all for watching. Scrubby Bubbles, thanks for sending me this deck. Hope you enjoy the changes. Hope you keep working on it. Let me know how it goes. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.